This software cracks me up because I can never tell if I'm live or not. So, hey friends, Leigh Brown here from RE/MAX in North Carolina. Hoping you're having a wonderful June day. My kids are not out of school yet, so I'm still able to come to the office during normal hours and get work done. But as y'all know, in real estate, your work is never done. Now, I'm going to actually have to be distracted for just a minute. Hey Mike, I'm going to share this to my personal page, because I'm still very confused about where Facebook is going to let y'all see what I got to say, because this is actually super exciting and very important today. Share. I'm going to send this to my personal page, to my timeline, live right now. See, now somebody ought to invent some kind of a software that would let me be live in all these places at the same time, because wouldn't that be a good time? Okay, so you wanted to know what I'm going to talk about today. Well, first of all, I'm going to have a new episode up on Instagram TV here shortly with some advice for you on how to not lose really good buyer and seller inquiries, because y'all are losing them by accident. Hey, Valeria, I haven't seen you in a while. So anyway, you're going to want to watch my IGTV, because I have a lot to say over there. And so if you're not Facebook friendly anymore because you've moved on, go to IGTV. I'm Leigh Thomas Brown over there, just like I am here, like I am in real life. And in fact, so y'all, I got to go to lunch yesterday with a wonderful client of mine. I just closed a property for her last week, and I've known her literally my entire whole life, and only Claire all knows how many years that is. And she couldn't help but call me Leigh Thomas, because frankly she knew me that way a long time before I got married these 16 years ago. And we had a great time, and in fact it was an interesting reminder for me of how I've got to do a better job of slowing my life down and sitting down with people and having lunch, because we had a 2-hour lunch and had the nicest time, and we only talked a little bit of smack about the other side of the transaction, which was full of people who were not behaving as well as they would have, and who had to behave well because they had a realtor on the side of the seller who was bound and determined for everybody to follow the rules and do it the right way and do it in a chip-chop fast manner. So just remember this. As we talk about the ways you can be a better professional realtor, first of all, I'm always trying to get better, and I know that y'all are too, and I'm only a 19-year realtor, which means I'm only just about to halfway for Realtor Emeritus. Right? And by the way, I'm still accepting ideas if you have something meaningful I should do next year in my 20th year in real estate. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life this year, so next year is definitely wide open. So what we're going to talk about is the way that you can be a better professional realtor actually revolves around one of these things that you have available to you every single day if you're already a realtor. And by the way, if you're a normal person watching this, you might want to pay attention, because this will help you hire a better realtor, because we know that not everybody is created equally out there, and there's a lot that should be better, and I'm going to show you how we can make them better, because frankly, sometimes only reason realtors become snakes in the grass and thieves and crooks is because nobody told them a better way. They did not have a good broker or a mama who told them to go outside and pull a switch. Frankly, everybody in life should have to go outside and pull a switch. Right, Alice? You did, because we know how Louisiana operates. So anyway, what we're going to do is have National Ethics Day again. See, it was so much fun last year. And if y'all remember, last year we did this in June. It was the first time we've ever had National Ethics Day together. If you're not a realtor, you don't know this, but all people who wear that Realtor R with the big, if I don't give Aaron some love in Missouri, he'll probably cry. So, hey, Aaron, this big Realtor R comes with ethics. Hopefully, meaningfully, actually all the time. We hope that all of our 1.3 million members believe that. But to become a realtor and wear the R, you have to subscribe to the Code of Ethics. And the way I like to describe it is that we're not just subscribing to it, because y'all subscribe to a lot of things that don't matter to you. I've seen your magazine piles in your houses when we go to put it on the market. And frankly, I don't know why y'all put magazines in the powder room that you never intend to read. But there they sit, and they don't look to have ever been opened. So subscription is not necessarily enough. The way I like to look at the Code of Ethics is I am bound by it. So it is all over me all the time, keeping me constrained by good behavior. And I think we often think about constraints as bad, but constraints can be good because they keep you in the straight and narrow. We're not going to get into Bible study this morning, but we could someday. I'll just tell y'all that. But you've got to stay in the behaving paths, be bound by that code of ethics. So anyway, we did this last year, and it was the first time we'd ever done it. And frankly, if y'all know me, you know that I like to jump in and do things and then think about it later. Because like most realtors, I'm not ready, aim, fire. I am fire, ready, aim. And that's what we're doing this time. We're aiming at a lot better. And what we did was raise a bunch of money last year for the Realtor Relief Foundation. And you know that is my heart, because what the Realtor Relief Foundation does is swoops in times of disaster and gives people a little bit of a housing boost while they wait for FEMA to come in and get their stuff done. And when the community efforts might be exhausted, we're realtors. We are never exhausted, frankly. We jump in on this. So last year we had, let's see, I'm looking at my notes here because I don't remember everything. Look, I have had children. It ruined my memory. Nobody warned me about that. So last year we had a whole bunch of people. We raised $40,000 because it was one of the years where you have to do your ethics requirement. So I'm going to help y'all out. See, because I'm a giver. Give, 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 never take. That's my mantra. So here we are. We're going to give to you a chance to do your ethics this year. And that way next year in 2020, you'll be staring at the presidential election. You will not be wanting to think about your code of ethics. And the reason I say that is because we know those of us that are involved in realtor education, y'all enjoy doing your ethics education in like November and December at the last possible minute, so you're scooching up under that limbo thing when really you're very likely to knock the limbo pole off its rack. And so we want to save you from that. This is when limbo is easy, when you can walk under, you're not stressed. It's June 27th is the day. So far we have 153 associations are signed up. We have 3 entire states. Let me show y'all, because I know you map people want to see who is already signed up for National Ethics Day, and I'll move it off my face because I'm vain like that. So what you'll see is that the Carolina Blue States, that's who has the entire state signed up for all your local associations, which means on June 27th, you members have your association already signed up. You can do the live stream. That's Georgia, North Carolina, and Kentucky. High five to my good friends. I think South Carolina was looking at it, so if you know Nick Cremitis, somebody go tag him into this right now and get South Carolina signed up. And I think we need to get Tennessee too, although you see that Tennessee is one of my royal blue states, and those states have at least some local associations signed up. The whole state not yet, but some of the locals. So here's the skinny, y'all. Last year we were in, I think, 20 states, and we're doing pretty well this year for it being an off year for ethics. But my dream is really that we all do this together, holding hands and singing Kumbaya and learning how we can be better professional realtors. Oh, hey, Judy, I'm so glad to see you last week in Long Island. If y'all didn't know, Yankees are just as good at ethics as Southerners. Yes, Brian, no Ohio people are signed up yet. They have not yet been ready. So here's something you can know about that, and I'll tell you a secret in a second, so don't tune out. What you'll see is already we're almost, look, I can't work these cameras. I'm never going to figure this out. What you'll see is we're almost coast to coast. We need Louisiana, Mississippi, and New Mexico to help me see the shining sea for ethics. So we need some of your associations to sign up. And here's what you get when you're a local association. You can use this as an ethics class for your members through the rest of 2019. So when you purchase the class one time, first of all, you're making a donation to Realtor Relief. Second of all, your members are going to be able to have events in your office and do this year round. Maybe you have brokerages that would like to host it in their offices. So here's the scoop. If you are a member like a Brian Witta who wants to get his local association to, because Heartland should totally do this, Brian, if you get your association to sign up, you could win a free subscription to my Leigh Brown University, which is basically how you're going to make money and be a great realtor and all the things nobody ever told you in licensing class. So that's all you have to do. You will email this right person here, Michelle with one L at leibrown.com, and then what will happen is she will pick a winner out. You just have to copy in your education director or your CEO/AE, whoever is the decision maker. And for $400, first of all, your association will be taking care of standards item, which is the community involvement piece with education. Second of all, you're going to get to hang out with me, and we're going to do a live stream class of ethics. I'm rewriting the whole thing, and of course it's following all the rules for the National Association of Realtors, don't worry, but it's going to be Leigh Brown style. Y'all, you have never ever heard the ethics code taught like this before. It's going to be a great good time, and you're going to get things that you can put into your day-to-day business to make you a better human and a better realtor. So that's June 27th. Now, if you wanted the rest of the skinny on that, you should also know that I have a special perk for my states that sign all the way up. I have 3 states that are signed up. Each of those states is going to get a free subscription to Leigh Brown University, which is worth almost $1,000 because I'm following Walmart pricing here. And you can use that in your next RPAC auction or your next Realtor Relief auction based on how your state rules go with stuff. So all you have to do is get signed up for your whole state. And Michelle and then Eric Kistner from Northeast Tennessee Association, also known as NETAR, are helping me coordinate this. So if you're in an association, you're an AE, reach out to me. We'll get your state signed up. And we have to give an extra high five, a high 10 to California because the state of California has declared June 27th to be National Ethics Day or State of Ethics Day. I don't know. Mark Epstein will have to answer that, but it's Ethics Day. And they have some legislators that are actually going to put this on the floor at the California legislature to recognize realtors and the hard work that y'all do to provide an amazing experience to people when they are involved in this emotional roller coaster of dealing with one of their largest financial instruments. So high five to my California realtors to get this going on. Hey, Paula, good job. We will totally make this happen next year. I want this to be an annual event and make it bigger and bigger because, by the way, y'all, if we all use our hashtags at the same time, we can do on Twitter what's called trending. And when you trend, that means people notice it. And when they notice that we're talking about this, they'll understand that realtors actually live this ethics world, and the best realtors never ever fall into the bad traps on purpose. So think about that. And here's the rest of your details, guys. And let's see, I wish I knew how to adapt these. I didn't plan very well, obviously, because, you know, it's Wednesday or something, Tuesday, whatever day it is. So National Ethics Day will cost your board $400. That's it. So maybe you're a member who wants your association to do it. What if you sponsor the class and your association does the paperwork to get signed up for it? You could do that as a gift to your association. But for $400, you're going to get to stream this class from now, well, not now, June 27th when I stream it live with everybody, all the way to the end of 2019. Offer it to as many members as you want, because y'all, the more we do this, the better we get as members. You're going to get tools. It's going to be fun. And like last year, we're going to have our Facebook group set up so that if you have code of ethics problems, concerns, questions, I have this amazing cadre of instructors, including the incomparable Carol Seal, and I think Stephanie White is probably going to participate. Again, I'm guessing we're just calling her out now. Are going to go work in that group to live answer your questions during the feed as we go item by item in the code, because we get better together, y'all. And I will tell you that the realtors that y'all have had to do deals with, the ones that make you want to poke your eye out with a dull fork, those are the realtors who desperately need a class like this, because I'm going to give you real world application for the code. This is not boring. This is not dull. This is critical to your business, and it's critical to your communities. So get signed up now. I would love to see us get coast to coast on this and make sure that we are telling the public what it is that a realtor brings to the transaction. So, for example, I was telling y'all about this deal that I had that closed last week, and my seller and I went to lunch yesterday. There were attorneys involved, and frankly, sometimes we assume that attorneys know everything, but I don't think that there's a code of ethics for attorneys. Just a wild guess here. And so they don't always behave as well as they had ought to, because there's nobody telling them, behave, hold it accountable. And so this attorney was trying to slide things over on my seller until she fussed back and pushed at him and said, "You are not going to cut my realtor out." And then luckily for her, her realtor was Leigh Brown, who fussed at the attorney about what he was doing wrong. So one of our jobs is to be the guardian, y'all, of our clients, and to look out for their best interest and read things. And sometimes it's not malfunction. I won't say malpractice. I was going to just say nefarious practices, but sometimes it's just that a third set of eyes sees things in a different way. And as a great professional realtor, you have to know what we do is look out for the best interests of our clients. We know it's going to work itself out. But it also means we have to treat each other well. And as somebody who recently ran for public office, I do think we should have a code of ethics for politicians and elected officials who are running and who are thinking of running, because I think that makes people better. Because frankly, it's just like Jesus said, I told you I wasn't going to preach, but I can't help it. If you know what he said you'd pray for your enemies and love your enemies and turn the other cheek. Do you know why he did that? Because you can't simultaneously hate on somebody and love on them. And so when you pray on somebody, you're loving on them. And that's what the Code of Ethics does. It allows us to love on one another, which does a better job for the people we serve. So anyway, you saw the map. Here's your info. Don't wait. Register online today. If you are an individual member, we don't really have a way for you to do this by yourself. This is through your association. And I'm working on that. It's a little more difficult than I anticipated. So bear tight. Maybe we'll have it for next year. But if you're an individual member, contact your association and tell them what you want. Because frankly, I teach a bunch of classes and work with the most amazing educational people ever in real estate. They'd love to offer stuff, but if y'all don't tell them what you want, they don't know to offer it. So y'all need to speak up and speak out and tell people that you are wanting to get involved. So I think I told everything there. That if you tag us in with your education director and your association signs up, you're in the drawing to win a free university. If your entire state signs up, the state's going to get a free university to give away at whatever RPAC or RRF auction they want based on state laws. And then I'd love to update this map. So if y'all can help me get some more states on this map, that would be fantastic. And let's be better realtors together. By the way, make sure you go watch my IGTV because I'll have a new episode up here shortly. And there is a whole new bunch of great information coming out. And I might be saving it until June 27th. So if y'all will get on National Ethics Day, you're going to get information that makes your real estate life better, helps you sell more houses in a better way, and takes your community to a different level. So thank you for checking in. Come on, y'all. I know we can do this. June 27th is not really a day y'all are doing anything on it. Your kids are out of school like mine are, and it's the middle of a week. And I'll be live and streaming to you from California, by the way, from the Citrus Association out there, because Mark is a delightful host. They have a cool studio. If you are in Southern California and you want to attend live, then you need to reach out to the Citrus Association, or you can reach out to us. That's fine. We'll hook you up with Mark. And for an extra donation to Realtor Relief, you can see the class live, and we will giggle and have a great big time. So think about what you can do, y'all. This is one of those opportunities for us to show the world that realtors are different, that we matter, and that our end goal is the service of the people who have chosen us as their professionals. So get signed up for National Ethics Day, and I'll see you on June 27th.